As you get older, you learn from experience, but from the day I was born, I craved connection, and since then, I've looked for evidence every day that I'm not alone. It means so much to me to really be connected to a person, no matter how that connection came to be. I look for it every day, and now I come to school each morning and I have a friend to talk to and explain the weird dreams I had. These same people are the ones I call when I'm feeling low and I want to have a good time. Talking to that person about surface things is satisfying, but making a connection that goes deeper is what I want. The best way I can describe it is a brick wall. When you put the bricks together, they can stay and stand for a while and pretty well, but when you add cement, it makes it stronger and last far longer. Making connections with people is exactly like that to me. I think before I was too scared to connect because there was always the possibility that I could lose that person. But now I know that if a true connection is made, it can never be lost. Just like that brick wall, once you add cement and it dries, it will stay connected. And even through the hard times, when things are going wrong and the conditions are harsh, the connection will prevail.
Being busy is something I'm used to and comfortable with. I wanted my high school experience to reflect every part of me. So I joined ASB and Pep Squad before I even ended middle school. And as soon as I got to high school, I joined drama club and got into drama class, and even got busier with things like MUN, Girl Scouts, and working. I'm also that person that takes care of everyone. Most of my friends tell me I act like a mom, and I'm constantly come to for advice and comfort. This never bothered me, and it still doesn't, but when it came to me and what I needed, I always put it on myself to take care of it. I also need to remember that when it comes to my friendships and relationships, not to forget about me. Sometimes I get so invested in the other person, I forget what I deserve and how I should be treated. I need to make an effort to ask for help because as much as I want to be strong and independent, I also need to remember that I can't do it all alone as much as I want to.
We all need somebody to lean on. Just have a problem, and you'll understand. We all need somebody to lean on.
And every day I learn something. Sometimes it's the newest piece of gossip or how to embed a quote, but it's always something. I have to learn from others though, not from their mistakes, but from the advice I'm always given but never use. My mentality sometimes stops me from learning from others. It's not always easy to take someone's advice because in a way I had to admit that they are right, and it isn't always easy to accept when they are.
Saying that she's doing it to enrich her talent is just a convenient excuse to deal with the fact that she's insecure about how she looks.
Well, most of the adults we know have trouble embracing their eccentricities, so how can we expect kids to?
Well, then it should be our job to help them. I don't want my lady.
I wanted to brave high school independently and keep people at an arm's length so that I could have complete control over how high school went for me. Only now do I realize that what I should have done was make as many connections as possible. And I mean more than just knowing a person's name and a few things they like, but deeper things. The things that make them the way they are, because missing out on that made me miss out on all the people I could have connected to. As we continue our journey in life, please remember that you'll never have to be alone as long as you make the effort to build connections, ask for help, and learn from all the people you surround yourself with.